There are several CTA improvement projects in the planning phase. One involves major improvements for the Red Line. There's no funding for the project yet, but the CTA is moving ahead with planning and public feedback so it could hit the ground running when funding is approved. Whether rebuilding old lines, modernizing existing lines, or planning future expansion, CTA is always examining new ways to improve service. Your Red is an ambitious program composed of 3 separate projects along the Red Line. They are the extension, the renewal, and the modernization projects.
The extension involves the CTA Red Line extension to 130th. The renewal is the Dan Ryan track renewal project between 18th Street and the 95th Red Line station. And the modernization is the red and purple modernization project from Belmont to Linden.
Well, the red and purple modernization is looking at this corridor that's, some aspects are over 100 years old right now, and looking at the structure, the stations, the platforms, the bridges over the street, the track, the ballast, everything.
The CTA is moving forward with project planning and community outreach, which is also called scoping. The scoping process for the North Red Purple modernization project continued to make progress in January.
We have 6 alternatives that we're currently working and looking at and evaluating. We received a lot of comments from the public, and all of those comments will help us determine which alternative or which aspects of different alternatives should move forward.
With everything that we do, it's important that the CTA go to the community, get their feedback in order for us to move forward.
There's a lot that goes into the planning and design phase of a project of this magnitude, so the agency is taking advantage of this lead time.
There's no deadline right now, it's just all about getting the federal funding to move forward. So everything that CTA is doing right now is part of a federal process.
Improvements to the Red Line system several years ago were not part of the Your Red program.
The Dan Ryan track renewal, which is one of the projects in the Your Red program, is complementary to some of the work that was done a few years ago on the power supply and signaling systems for the Dan Ryan service. This is a different project. It's really dealing with the drainage and the track and the ballasts in this area.
Anything you want to know about the Your Red program and its individual projects can be found on the CTA website.
Our website includes all of the materials that we've presented as any of the public meetings. They include charts, graphs, images of potential stations.
You're going to see the information about what CTA has done, where we're going, and what the federal process is for us to move forward. It's full transparency for CTA to put everything up there, and we welcome the community's input.